If you were set up like a normal bunker shot, my angles are going down into the slope. So the shot would be more like that. I'd take way too much sand, the ball wouldn't go anywhere. I'm really opening up the club face. Everything else now stays the same, and essentially I've made the ground flat. So when I come down through it, it just comes out faster, comes out a little bit lower, and it's gonna travel a little bit longer. I'm not trying to change the technique.
Milwaukee's own Skip Kendall.
Skip Kendall.
Skip Kendall is 5 under today.
At the 9th. Chips in for birdie. He's tied for 3rd, 2 shots off the lead.
Oh, almost made that one. So I'm gonna tell you today 3 bunker shots that I see amateurs really struggle with. And these are the things, the adjustments that I want you to make to be able to hit these shots. I know we've gone over a lot of, bunker shots, just the normal straightforward bunker shot. I want you to see downhill, uphill, and then a buried lie shot. So here we go. Downhill. I want to show you pretty much how much, I'm going to put this over here, how much downhill I am here. So the slope is sitting like that right now. You pretty much have to take your medicine because the ball, when it comes out, it's going to come off a little bit faster. It's also going to come off a lot lower. It's just something you're going to have to deal with. You're going to do the best you can here. But the key is making sure that your setup is good. Essentially what I'm trying to do is get my body so I'm aligned with the slope. Generally what I see is people get in here and they take their normal setup, like this, and when they come down, they're going to hit way behind the ball and not hit a very good, shot because they're hitting way back there and the contact is not going to be good at all. You have to make your body, hips, shoulders, body, so it's pretty much aligned with the slope. Essentially, I'm trying to make the ground flat. And then I can go ahead and hit my normal bunker shot. So I'm here. Now this is a 58 degree, my lob wedge. And I want a lot of loft because remember, it's on the downslope, it's gonna come off lower. So you can't get a lot of height on this. You're gonna do the best you can, but you're just gonna go with the slope. So my hips, shoulders are all gonna be angled down, weight is still forward. I'm really opening up the club face. Everything else now stays the same, and essentially I've made the ground flat. So when I come down through it, again, nice shot there. I mean, that's within about 7-8 feet. I can make that putt, right? But the contact was really good. If I was taking a normal, stance in a bunker, I mean, I would probably hit way behind the ball because I'm back here. I'm not setting my body to the slope. Again, set your body to the slope. Hips, shoulders on that downward, try to match the slope. And then go ahead and hit that bunker shot normally. It'll come off pretty well. Again, you're gonna have to if you short-sided yourself, the ball's probably gonna go by the hole. Just do the best you can, take your medicine. Obviously, the number one goal is to get the ball out of the bunker. You're gonna have to set your body to the slope to do that. All right, let's go up to the one up here. Not bad, just a little long. All right, so now we're faced with an uphill shot. I see a lot of amateurs really struggling on this one. Again, like the downhill one, this is my lob wedge. This is a 52 degree wedge. When you're on the upslope, the ball will go higher. Again, the main thing that you want to do is set your body to the slope. If you don't, if you're setting up like a normal shot here, you can see my club will probably just go straight into the ground and it'll just bury. I'm not setting my body to the slope to make this ground flat and get the best contact that I can. If you were set up like a normal bunker shot, my angles are going down into the slope. So the shot would be more like that. I'd take way too much sand, the ball wouldn't go anywhere. What I also want to talk about is when you do set your body to the slope, So I want the ball just inside my left heel. I'm here, now I'm setting my hips and my shoulders to the slope. Again, essentially making the ground flat instead of on that uphill slope. So I'm here, I still want my weight forward, but I'm back. If I use my lob wedge, what I normally see is the ball goes way too high and it doesn't go the distance that you're trying to get it. You're on the upslope, ball will go higher. So we struggle. So when I hit this shot with my lob wedge, the ball will go very high. Great if the pin was there, but I'm probably about 15, 18 feet short of that hole location. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to my next wedge, which is a 52. I know a lot of people play like 60, 56, 58, 54. You can go down to your 54, whatever your next wedge is. You're kind of taking the loft off, but it's gonna have the same loft basically because you're on the upslope. So this is a 52-degree wedge. I'm gonna hit the same shot. Now remember, I'm making my body equal to the slope. But now I've gone down in loft, I'm gonna hit the same shot. It's just a lot easier to do. You always have to pick the club for the shot. Your lob wedge on an uphill slope will not go as far. It goes up, not as far. If you try to swing harder at it and make it go further, probably gonna be inconsistent that way. Just go down a club in loft, maybe even two clubs in loft. That will really help you hit this shot right here. Set your body to the slope, most important thing. Oh boy, ball is buried. Here we go, what do I do? Well, that ended up pretty good, almost like it wasn't even buried. This is the third shot that I see a lot of amateurs struggle with, the buried lie. You hit a shot into the green, not very good, whatever it was, maybe it got caught in the wind, ends up, you get up here, you're faced with that, and you're going, oh man, I can't believe it. So here we are. Handling a buried lie is not that difficult, again, when you know what you're doing. The whole idea that you want to really accomplish with this is you can't hit a normal bunker shot because normally when you're coming in, the club's gonna come in back almost, well, you want it probably right in here. But it's also gonna come in on a little shallower angle. That's not what you're looking to do. You wanna make sure that the club comes on an angle that is very steep and there really isn't gonna be any follow through. You're just gonna throw the club right into the sand. Essentially, if the ball was here, you're trying to just hit behind it. Now, the club gets under the ball, but again, it's gonna go down. It's basically the sand is gonna push the ball out, and that's what happens. You're always trying to get underneath it, but this is gonna be on a completely much steeper angle. So I wanna set up, ball's a little bit more towards the back of my stance here, and club face square, maybe even slightly closed. So I'm here, and all I'm gonna do is pick the club straight up, not a lot of movement at all, and I'm gonna throw the club into the ground just behind the ball. Doesn't even, it's not very violent. I'm just gonna pick the club up and throw it right down behind the ball. And ball comes out. And that looks pretty good. Look at those two shots. Not bad for a buried lie. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit more across the green, and the only thing I'm gonna do is maybe add a little bit more pace to it, that's it. I just need to get it a little bit harder. So same thing, I'm gonna close the face just a little bit. My hands are a little bit in front of the ball. Pick the club up, drop it right behind the ball. Now if I would aim that a little bit better, but distance-wise, it's pretty good, and I got about, I don't know, about 10 feet there. Not bad, I can make that putt from a buried lie. I'd take it. There's gonna be some buried lies though when you're in the middle of the bunker and it's, you know, you're not in the upslope here. And I think a majority of the balls that bury end up coming into the bunker, into the upslope, and it seems to bury a lot more than if it landed in the middle. Now, if you're stuck in the wind and the ball's coming straight down and you have soft sand, yeah, it's gonna happen. But for the most part, all you're trying to do, again, the main thing is getting the ball out of the bunker. If you want to add height, if you need a little bit more height because the lip is really tall, you could open the face a little bit, come down on it, and it will go a little bit higher. So if you're faced with a 5-6 foot lip, you know, that's what you can do for that shot. Oh, almost made it. The next shot out of the bunker that I see people struggle with, this is kind of shot number 4, is a long bunker shot. This is a little bit on the downslope, kind of caught the back of the bunker, but I have to go a distance. That was probably about a 30-yard bunker shot right there. The thing that you want to do is everything stays the same. Again, this is a little bit on the downslope. I'm going to set my body to the downslope, just like we talked about before. But what I'm trying to do here is pick the club for the shot. So that was a pitching wedge right there that I just hit. I don't use my lob wedge. I don't even use my gap wedge. I went to pitching wedge and just made basically the same swing that I would have with my lob wedge or gap wedge. It just comes out faster, comes out a little bit lower, and it's going to travel a little bit longer. I'm not trying to change the technique. So let me show you that again. So the balls come to rest in the back of the bunker. I have a long bunker shot here. This is at least 30 yards right here. And so again, I'm setting my body to the slope. It's a little bit on the downslope, right? I'm here, I still have my weight forward, but now I have a pitching wedge. But nothing really changes. I don't try to change the shot itself. All right, so let's say I'm going to the first pin. It's probably about 40 yards. So instead of hitting lob wedge, instead of hitting gap wedge, even instead of hitting my pitching wedge, I am going to 9-iron right here. I'm going to use the same technique. Ball's going to come out a little bit faster. It's going to travel a little bit longer, but I'm going to use, nothing changes. I'm just going to use the same technique. Just regular bunker shot technique. And I'm going to be able to control this just a little bit better with a lot less loft on the club. And that's pretty much exactly what I'm looking for right there. That was on the downslope, so it rolled out a little bit longer than I wanted, but I still got about an uphill 10-footer. Exactly what I'm looking for. Landed in the perfect place. Don't need to change anything. You just want to go down and loft for those longer bunker shots. Trying to hit a lob wedge, trying to hit even a gap wedge can be very difficult because you have to make such a hard swing and swing really fast that most likely you're moving your body so much and everything's moving so much, you're going to be very inconsistent with it. As you can see, I didn't change anything there. If I was just hitting a normal bunker shot to that first pin with my lob wedge, it would look exactly the same as what I just did right here. All I did was go down and loft. And I think that's the answer to long bunker shots. Just change clubs. Want to make more putts when it counts? Pressure-proof putting is going to show you how to do that. Grab the link below and catch your 3 free videos so you can do that under pressure.